I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for being here. So that culminates what we're going to do preseason now, and everything we do starting Monday is going to be game related. So obviously we're working on some game plan stuff out here the last 3 days as well. I was happy with what we did the last 3 days. We've got the roster pretty well organized. There are some, ongoing gymnastics, so to speak, that we'll be involved with, and until we finalize it. And then, throughout the course of the season, things are ever changing, evolving, revolving. That's how the NFL works. What questions do you have?
John, you talked so much about the difficulty of those conversations with cuts, but what's it like on the flip side to tell a guy like Keaton and Malik that they have made this team?
It's really, thank you for that. It's awesome. You have an opportunity to tell guys they made the team, like those two young guys that maybe necessarily, I would say they were hoping to, but didn't necessarily expect to, and then they make it. Also guys who made the practice squad. I mean, there's guys making the practice squad who were just thrilled. That was their goal, and that's their foot in the door. So, yeah, those are really fun. There's a lot of hugs. There's a few tears sometimes. There's a lot of laughs usually. So it's not a bad day. It's not a bad day. It's a good day because, you're just involved in people's lives that way. I kind of cherish the day as a coach, and you're right. That probably that tops it off.
John, one of these guys, obviously, Johnson, and just your philosophy behind the four quarterbacks. And obviously, there's the new rule this year. You got your guy that's
Yeah, there's a lot with that question. There's a lot involved in that, and I think you'll see that kind of unfold here today, tomorrow, kind of what our plans are going to be. So I'll just kind of leave it to that. But we have thought all that through. Obviously, Josh had a heck of a camp. Played really well all through practices, was outstanding, and then the last 2 games he couldn't have been any better. So we love Josh, and we'll just let it play out here next 24 hours or so.
John, in your opinion, what separated the undrafted guys, Keaton and Malik, from the rest of the competition on the 53
there's a lot of things involved. I don't think you can put it to one specific thing. Sometimes it's just opportunity and need. Sometimes it's what they can bring to the table immediately that your team just happens to need, and I'd say that's part of it. But they earned it. Every single guy. We just told these guys. Every guy out there standing in that circle, coach and player, star player, and guy who made the practice squad for the first time. They all earned it. And what goes with that, and the reason they earned it is because they understand that now you have to earn it every day. You have to continue to earn it every single day, and I'm confident they'll do a great job of that.
John, there's a lot of anticipation from fans, media about what this new offense is going to look like. When the regular season starts, do you have a feeling of what kind of this identity will look like? I mean, because you've been building it throughout the whole offseason.
Right. We all have an understanding of what we're trying to do. We have an understanding of what the vision is. We've been working hard to communication. We all understand how it's built and how we want to operate. So we're going to go out there and do our best, put our best foot forward, and we'll see what happens. I mean, that's why you play the games. You've got to go play the games. All the talk is talk. Then you go play the games and see where you're at. And once we play the first game against the Texans, we'll have a much better idea where we stand.
One of the conversations you talked about was Arthur Millette. What did you see in him that drove you to having him on your roster?
Right. Yeah, it was tough for Arthur because he had the hamstring, and that really that was tough, and he was pretty upset about that, all when it happened and really all the way through. And it was not a great hamstring. It was one of those ones that takes a while to heal, but he's back now, and he had done so much. I think he had done all the right things before that happened. And then we knew him as a player coming in, and he was the kind of player that we're looking for. So he's back out there today doing that. You guys saw him at practice. We're excited to have him on the team.
John, you had some decisions to make, probably the last few offensive line spots, but it seems like you mostly were able to get back the guys on the practice squad. I mean, were you ultimately happy with the way that worked out in the big picture?
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy that goes into it, and you've got to kind of extrapolate a little bit in terms of what might happen or might not happen, and try to keep as many of the players that you want, as many players as you can. And we were able to do that in the O-line, to your point, for sure. I mean, we were able to keep all those guys, and that was good for us. So really happy. I mean, Sam, to your point, probably the key guy there being Sam, right? And for him to still be here and be providing us depth at center like he does, that kind of a player, that's a huge win for us.
John, does it feel different with the practice squad years ago? You used to only have a few spots, and the veterans were not involved. Does the cut down feel any less dramatic because you know you can bring 16 people back now?
I don't know about the drama part of it, but it's a big advantage to have more practice squad players. It's a great move by the NFL, Bo. You know, more guys get a chance to work, more guys get a chance to develop, more veteran players get a chance to stay and continue to play. You know, and their number comes up so fast. You know, because, you know, I think we try to make sure guys are healthy before they come back. So now the practice squad guys are moving up and playing. Just told those guys, you've got to be ready to play on Sunday. Your mindset when you come in on Monday is that you're playing on Sunday. That's how you got to think, because it's going to happen like that when it does. So I would say, yeah, it's a great thing. I'm really happy about it. We like coaching guys. It's good to have more guys to coach.
One of those guys you brought back was Vokalek. Obviously had a nice preseason. I'm sure you're pleased to be able to bring him back. Was part of you guys maybe surprised that he was still available?
I wouldn't say surprised. I mean, I think there was a chance, but we're just happy to have him back. More than anything, just happy, pleased. He's a young, good developmental tight end. He knows exactly what he's got to work on. Very smart. I mean, just very self-aware guy. So we're thrilled.
John, Ben Cleveland was a guy who's heavily scrutinized throughout the summer. Where did you see him make strides, and what ultimately, earned him a spot on the team?
The biggest thing with Ben is that he was able to be out there every day. And so, yeah, he made the strides, and not just in one area, pretty much across the board. In the past, he's kind of been in and out with different kinds of injuries. He stacked all those days in training camp, and then turn on the game film when you watch it, and I know you have, Jeff. He played well. He blocked people, run and pass. So that's the bottom line. All the work he put in, it showed up in the games. He played well.
John, you did lose one with Caillou. I mean, is that just kind of the risk in the game that's played sometimes?
Yeah, it's hard to bat 1,000, and really, I think some of that goes with the fact that we had the injuries to the corners, and we needed to bring in some veteran corners, and that kind of squeezed our developmental opportunities out just a little bit. So we were hoping to get Caillou to the practice squad. I'm sure he would have come to the practice squad. He was very happy here, but what an opportunity for him to go to Seattle and be on the 53. So I texted him, really happy for him, and we'll be pulling for him.